I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the accused. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. A nation on which Allah has sent down His painful punishment and turned all the people of that nation into monkeys. What sin did the people of that nation commit, because of which Allah has sent down His painful punishment? And how long did these people live after becoming monkeys? And how painful death did they have? When these people became monkeys, what did these people say to their relatives? And are the monkeys found today from the same nation? The answers to all these questions are in the light of the Quran and Hadith. In today's video, we will tell you. Therefore, we request you to watch this video till the end. The beginning of the humans becoming monkeys began in the time of Hazrat Dawood. The background of this incident is as follows. Hazrat Dawood and his people lived in a village called Ila on the shore of the sea, and their population was about 70,000. This nation was very happy, and it was an obedient nation of Allah. Allah blessed this nation with innumerable blessings. There were lush green gardens everywhere, and there was greenery everywhere, and Allah blessed them abundantly. These people were very happy in their lives. Since the people of Hazrat Dawood lived on the shore of the sea, Allah had a special favor on them that there were many fish on the shore of the sea. These people used to do business with these fish, and they lived a very happy life. When this nation became happy due to the blessings of Allah, then it continued to disobey Allah, and it got involved in all kinds of sins. And then one day Allah decided to test this nation and sent the revelation to Hazrat Dawood that he should tell his people that they should stop hunting fish on the day of Sunnisha, the day of the week. In this way, Allah blessed the people of Hazrat Dawood that the hunting of fish on the day of the week was forbidden. And then the destruction of this nation began from here. Hazrat Dawood told his people that Allah blessed the people of this nation that the hunting of fish on the day of the week is forbidden. These people became very worried, and the whole nation sat down. Because the day of the week was the day in which the fish used to come in abundance, and they used to come to the shore by themselves. And the rest of the days were such that the fish were caught very little and not enough. This nation was suffering because it was on the hunt of fish. For this reason, listening to this commandment of Allah, this nation became worried. They did not know that this is a test from Allah. Then one day, Satan whispered to them that the drains from the sea should be taken out and big ponds should be made in the dry. When the fish will come on the day of the week, they will pass through the drains and come into those big ponds. And in this way, the mouth of those drains should be closed. And then the next day, the day of Sunday, they should be caught. Satan incited the people of this nation that this way we will be saved from the hunt on the day of Sunday. And the fish will also be caught, and they will also be caught. Many people liked this trick, and they started doing this. And they took out small drains from the sea and put them in big ponds, through which the fish would enter those ponds in abundance. The unfortunate people of this nation liked this trick of Satan very much, but this nation did not think that when the fish came from the sea and got trapped in the ponds, then the fish would be caught. Therefore, this hunt was also decided on the day of Sunday, which Allah the Almighty had declared as haram. On this occasion, there were 3 groups of Jews. Some people were such that they forbade this evil trick of the hunt, and they were upset and avoided the hunt. And some people were silent, knowing this work was bad from the heart, but they did not hunt, and they did not forbid others. Rather, these people said to those who forbade that you advise such a nation which Allah the Almighty is about to destroy, and He is about to send His painful punishment on them. And some people of this nation were such who were rebellious and disobedient people, who opposed the decree of Allah the Almighty, and they accepted the trick of Satan and started hunting on the day of Sunday. These people openly opposed the decree of Allah the Almighty, and on the day of Sunday they hunted the fish and ate them and sold them. Dear friends, there were 1,200 disobedient people of the nation of Hazrat Dawood, who, despite being forbidden, continued to hunt on Sunday through these ponds. Hazrat Dawood scared these 1,200 disobedient people of the punishment of Allah the Almighty. Hazrat Dawood scared these 1,200 disobedient people of the punishment of Allah the Almighty. But these people did not stop and started hunting openly. Therefore, those people who knew this thing was bad, they built a wall between them and these disobedient people. On one side, there were 1,200 disobedient people, and on the other side, there were those people who did not stop hunting. Hazrat Dawood has explained the disobedience of his nation repeatedly, but these people did not stop their disobedience, and in the same way, they continued to disobey Allah the Almighty and continued to hunt. Then one day, Hazrat Dawood became angry and cursed the people who hunted. The effect of this was that one day, none of the sinners came out of their homes. Seeing this scene, some people climbed on their walls so that they could know what condition they were in. When those people saw those disobedient people, they were all stuck in the form of monkeys. Allah the Almighty, due to their disobedience, revealed His painful punishment on them and made them monkeys from humans. When people opened the door of those criminals and entered their homes, those monkeys recognized their relatives and came to them and sniffed their clothes. And the strings of their teeth cried, but they could not speak. The number of people who disobeyed Allah the Almighty was 12,000. These 12,000 people disobeyed Allah the Almighty, and Allah the Almighty made them monkeys. As Allah the Almighty says in Surah Baqarah, "And you certainly know that those among you who rebelled in the week, we said to them, 'Be monkeys.'" Thus, the 12,000 disobedient people of the nation of Hazrat Dawood became monkeys. These people were alive for 3 days, and during this time they could not eat or drink anything. Rather, they were starving and thirsty. All of them perished. And within 3 days, all of them were killed. And those people who forbade these disobedient people from disobeying Allah the Almighty, Allah the Almighty kept them safe from this punishment. And those people who remained silent after knowing the evil of this punishment, Allah the Almighty kept them safe from this punishment. Dear friends, let's talk about the monkeys of today. Are there any monkeys from their generation? Or are the monkeys found in today's time from the same generation of monkeys? According to the narrations, Hazrat Abdullah bin Mas'ud, may Allah be pleased with him, has narrated that someone asked Hazrat Abdullah bin Mas'ud, may Allah be pleased with him, that they are the monkeys of today's time from the nation of Hazrat Dawood. Hazrat Abdullah bin Mas'ud, may Allah be pleased with him, has narrated that the nation on which Allah the Almighty sends punishment or crushes their faces, this punishment falls on those on whom that punishment was revealed. And after that, Allah the Almighty destroys those people, and their generation does not advance. Therefore, it is wrong that some people think that today's monkeys also have the generation of those monkeys from the nation of Hazrat Dawood. There is nothing like that. Those people remained alive only for 3 days, and after that all of them perished. And Allah the Almighty erased the disobedience of that nation from the list of existence. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so that you can receive my new videos as soon as they are released.